guys, I am making classic tiramisu today. I have already done the easy shortcut method, which the recipe you can find on the channel, but this one is the traditional way to make it and it's my take on it, and I'll show you how easy it is to make and it tastes absolutely fantastic. Start with 4 large eggs, and the first thing to do is to separate them. So we're going to get the egg whites in the whisking bowl and leave the egg yolks aside. Then I'm going to get this into the stand mixer and we are going to whisk this until the eggs are light and fluffy and they have formed soft peaks. And once that's done, we're going to move it aside and take it out in a separate bowl. The egg yolks go in here now with 80 grams of caster sugar, and it goes back on the machine, and we're going to whisk this again for 8 to 10 minutes, and you can see that the eggs are turning really light and creamy, and they become really pale. It starts with really yellow and then it pales to a really light yellow. Now it's time to add the mascarpone cheese, 250 grams straight in, and also 250 ml of double cream. And then we're going to whisk it for a couple of minutes, not over whisk it, don't make it really thick. What we want is really light and flowy mixture. So once that is done, the next step is to combine this with the egg whites which we whisked earlier on. So all I'm going to do is very slowly add the egg whites in 2 sets and then just fold it all in gently. You really don't want to lose all the air that we've created in the egg whites. So just combine it all well, really nicely. And that creamy mixture is beautifully light and fluffy with all the air into it from the eggs. And we can leave this aside and move on to our coffee and sponges. Next up is the coffee mix. 3 tablespoons of coffee granules, instant coffee, and 300 ml of boiling water. Really important, now you might not want this, but trust me, it tastes amazing, is some coffee liqueur in this. A couple of tablespoons of that, and then just combine it all well. I have got all the bits ready here. So I've got my coffee mix, cream mix, some cocoa powder and some dark chocolate which we'll grate in between, and it's time to layer this up. I have got these ready sponge fingers and I'm going to take 1 finger at a time, dip it in this coffee mix and then layer it in the tray. It's best to use a square one because it's easier to cut the tiramisu, but you can use a round one as well. Once we've got all the base fingers ready, put half of this cream mix on top and layer it up. Next goes in a little bit of cocoa powder, some dark chocolate, and I'm just going to grate it on top of that. And now we're going to do all of that once again. So fingers dipped in coffee, cream mixture, cocoa powder and grated chocolate. Lots more chocolate this time because this is your finished product ready. And look at that bowl of tiramisu. Look at the layers, they look fantastic, and all it needs to do now is set in the fridge for 4 to 5 hours. I usually leave it overnight and then we can enjoy some of it. This is one of our family favorites, which is why I've got the family taster with me today, and look at that. So it's not really, set rock hard because you don't want that. I like tiramisu which is nice and flowy and creamy, and do you want to share with that?
Yummy.
And yummy. It's so good. It's got proper strong, very strong coffee flavor, and you can really taste the liqueur. It's got really strong coffee flavor and you can taste the coffee liqueur, and it is so lovely and it's moist and it's creamy and it's the best tiramisu. What do you think? So you don't want any more? Why? Well, I know it's got coffee, but once in a while that is allowed. Well, please do give this a go.
And give us a thumbs up. don't forget to subscribe.
You've got to listen to her. Come on. And try this tiramisu and come and see us next week for a brand new recipe. Yeah?